So,
And
Mayor
that's
Clark,
the
I
goal.
just got to be specific here, right here on INA. As it relates to the public comment time or times that are not disruptive of the meeting, can we, the people, clap?
If we, the people, can do it decently and in order, fine.
The real issue here, it's the fact that he's the one calling all the shots. He decides what's acceptable, what's not, what feels proper, what offends him, what doesn't. He flips the rules depending on his mood, straight-up dictator vibes. That's the real danger here. Dude's just making things up as he goes, and everybody's supposed to
Okay, I see somebody on here talking about clapping.
That's right.
Okay. So, all right, what y'all want to do about that? Tell you what, because I don't even know what people saying, so, but
fall in line. Hey yo, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel and share this video right now. And while you're at it, drop your thoughts in the comments, because I need to know, do you think this man's acting like a dictator or nah? Because what I'm about to show you, it's a trip. So here's the setup. This guy is the mayor of Harvey, Illinois, the town right next to Tiffany Henyard's Dolton. And let me tell you the similarities. Scary. These two are practically twins when it comes to how they run things. This whole situation feels like part 2 of a drama we've already watched unfold. Recently, Godadiah sat down for an interview with Harvey Mayor Christopher Clark, and, let's just say, the way this man runs his meetings. Straight up authoritarian. I'm not even exaggerating. You're not allowed to clap at his meetings. Oh yes. You heard that right. Clapping is banned. If you clap, you get tossed out. No joke. Imagine that chirr in the crowd. Something happens that you actually support. You react like a normal person, give a quick applause, and boom, security's escorting you out the room now. Jedi brings it up directly. He straight up asks the mayor if clapping can just be allowed again. But the part that really sends it over the top. Another caller calls in and goes off. Just gives it to him straight. Doesn't hold back. And we are here for it. So yeah, buckle up, because we're about to dive into a world where clapping is illegal, unless you guessed it's for him. Suddenly, when he's the one getting the applause. Oh, now it's fine. Now it's acceptable. That's the type of double standard we're dealing with. And you already know it's giving Tiffany energy. It's exactly what we've seen with her. Same playbook. Same control freak energy. Let's break it all the way down. Roll the clip. And what makes it even crazier? He doesn't even know what they're talking about, yet he's up there nodding. Like he's locked in. Like, sir, what are you agreeing to? All she said was the word clapping, and here you are acting like she just challenged your entire legacy. Nodding like, yeah, and what you gonna do? Excuse me? Sir, you clearly have no idea what's being said, but you're already posted up in full defense mode. She literally just said one word, clapping. That's it. That's the whole sentence, and you're out here acting like she dragged your family name through the mud. Like, calm down. Nobody came for your crown. They're talking about clapping. Ah. And you're giving this say something else and see what happens attitude, while also claiming you don't even know what's going on. like make it make sense. See, the real issue here is that what he calls getting in the way of business really just means anything that rubs him the wrong way. If he feels even slightly challenged, like someone might be questioning his royal status for half a second, suddenly you're a problem. Now the meeting can't go on. Now he's distracted. Now he's too emotionally shaken to proceed. What's really going on? When he says it's a disruption, what he actually means is, you hurt my ego. That's what you're trying to say, sir? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. Cool. Thought so? The problem here. You've crowned yourself the ultimate judge of what's decent, what's proper, what flies, and what doesn't. What's okay today, what's not okay tomorrow. What you approve of, what rubs you the wrong way. That's not leadership, that's dictatorship. That is the issue. You're just out here writing rules on the fly based purely on how you feel in the moment. But let me say this clearly, sir. Your emotions, they're not the standard. They don't run this. Not in this role. Not in this room. Not in this job. Your feelings do not matter here. Sure, they matter at home, with your friends, with your pets. But in this seat, they're irrelevant. If you're that deep in your feelings, maybe it's time to bow out. Because if you plan on keeping this position, those emotions, I better sit down and shut up. They have zero to do with the job in front of you. None, nada, zilch. What's wild is, he doesn't even know what they're talking about, but he's nodding like he's in on it. Sir, what exactly are you agreeing with? The woman said, clapping, and suddenly he's in defense mode, acting like someone came for his whole family. Relax, it's just clapping. But that's the pattern. Anything that irritates him becomes a disruption. He's not the king of the castle for 5 seconds, it's chaos. That's not leadership, it's ego. Let's be real. When he says something is in the way of business, what he really means is, I didn't like how that made me feel. That's the translation. So now we've got residents literally being kicked out of public meetings just for clapping. You heard that right. Clapping. In a public building that they help fund. The same people who pay taxes, vote, show up, get involved. They're getting tossed out like they don't belong. All because they dared to show a little support in the form of applause. And when someone finally had the nerve to ask, hey, can we just allow clapping again? What was the response? As long as it's not disruptive, sir, what does that even mean? 'Cause now we've got a whole new problem. Who decides what counts as disruptive? Because let's be real. Here, if someone claps after a speaker criticizes the mayor, suddenly that's considered disruptive. But if the applause is directed toward him, oh, that's fine. That's cool. That's allowed. So the rule, clearly, isn't about clapping. It's about control. And that right there, that's not law. That's not order. That's dictatorship. Okay? Plain and simple. And this mayor, okay, he's taking things way too far. Like Jedediah said, this ain't leadership. It's giving aggressively anal. Everything has to be done his way, on his timeline. with his tone. And if you step outside that box, even for a second you're out of order. There's no room for emotion, no space for community. Just rules, control, and punishment. What makes it even more frustrating is that some people try to approach him respectfully. They don't come in yelling, they're not throwing shade, they're just trying to have a real conversation. That one caller who straight up said, maybe he's a little narcissistic. Maybe he just needs to lead with a servant's heart. And she wasn't wrong. Because when you enter public service, you're not stepping into a throne, you're stepping into a responsibility. You're supposed to serve the people, not rule over them like it's your personal kingdom. But this man can't handle that. The moment someone challenges him, Evan, gently he takes it as a personal attack. He gets defensive. He shuts down the conversation. And instead of owning his behavior, what does he do? He starts tossing out excuses. He compares himself to Congress like that's the gold standard. He even throws in a Malcolm X quote. Like, sir, stop. God, this isn't about race. It's about your actions. People just want to clap and speak at meetings without being treated like criminals. That's not too much to ask. And now he's starting these little committees handing off problems like they're group projects. Like, you fix the potholes, I'll be over here. Are you paying them for that work? No? Thought so? You want all the power, none of the accountability. You're removing residents from meetings quicker than you're removing actual trash from the streets. And honestly, your whole vibe is shady. The eyes, the posture, the body language, it doesn't scream leadership. Screams, I've got something to hide. So no, I don't like you. Okay? And yes, I'm paying attention. I see what you're doing, and I'm calling it exactly what it is. A power trip dressed up as professionalism. But the people aren't stupid. We see through it. Okay. And we're not staying silent. If you're still here, drop a 7 in the comments. So I know who's locked in with me. I see you. Appreciate you. Mama loves you. Be good out there, because I definitely won't.